Operation Christmas Presents was announced earlier today by local law enforcement agencies. I'm Eric Walker with the full story coming up tonight on MyTV53 News at 8.
Also tonight, breaking news: if you are traveling to Southern California and through the grapevine, listen up. Expect delays. We'll tell you why. And new tonight, California's total almond acreage dropped in 2022. But as Michael Wells will explain, it has dropped again for 2023. Your news on this Thanksgiving Eve is next in prime time.
New, local, unique. MyTV53 News at 8 starts right now.
Here we go. Good evening. Welcome to the San Joaquin Valley's only 8 p.m. news. I'm Austin Reed. It is Wednesday, November the 22nd, almost Thanksgiving. Thanks for being here. We're going to start with breaking news. Check out what it looked like on Interstate 5 through the grapevine just before 5 o'clock tonight. Northbound traffic dealt with a major backup. It was all due to an earlier big rig crash this afternoon. CHP tells MyTV53 that the semi was carrying 15-foot metal poles when it lost its load, spreading across all lanes of traffic. Crews have been working for hours to clear the lanes. Tonight, Caltrans says, be patient as you travel through the area. The delay could continue through late tonight. Make sure you have plenty of gas, water, and snacks prior to traveling. Now to our other big story on this Thanksgiving Eve. In Fresno County, Operation Christmas Presents has kicked off. New at 8, reporter Eric Walker is on the story.
With the Thanksgiving holiday just hours away now and Black Friday coming up, law enforcement across Fresno County are stepping up patrols.
Well, I think when it comes to highly concentrated or highly populated areas, especially shopping type areas, vehicle break-ins can be a problem. That's why we encourage people not to leave items out in plain view in their vehicle.
This morning at 11, the Fresno Police Department, along with the Fresno County Sheriff's Office and the California Highway Patrol, made the announcement that Operation Christmas Presents is now in full effect.
I will say one of the biggest things we need to make everyone aware of, that criminals thrive on the indulgences of victims and leaving packages in their cars.
Officials hosted this morning's joint press conference at Fig Garden Village Shopping Center on West Shaw in Fresno. Operation Christmas Presents has operated every year since 1997.
Our department's grown, our city's grown over those 26 years, and that's why we continue this operation.
Officials say whether you shop at Fig Garden, River Park, Fashion Fair, Sierra Vista Mall in Clovis, or at smaller shopping complexes in cities like Selma, Fowler, or Reedley, you'll notice a larger than normal presence by authorities along with undercover cops.
My name is Austin Matalonis, and I am the commander of the California Highway Patrol Fresno area. It is truly an honor to be here today and to be a part of such a tremendous event, looking out for the safety of the community and all those involved.
And Austin police also told us that if you see something, say something. You can always call Valley Crime Stoppers at 498-STOP. Have a safe Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm Eric Walker reporting for MyTV53 News at 8. Austin, back to you.
Eric, have a nice Thanksgiving. Thank you for that. Well, now to news in Tehachapi, all new tonight from the California Correctional Institution. Officials are now investigating the death of an incarcerated person as a homicide. At about 9 o'clock this morning, two incarcerated people, Carlos Cervantes and Armando Taylor, allegedly attacked David Moreno during an altercation. Staff immediately responded, utilizing chemical agents to quickly quell the incident. Moreno had been stabbed multiple times. Life-saving measures were performed, but while en route to an outside medical facility, he was pronounced dead by about 9:45. No staff or additional incarcerated people were injured. 3 inmate-manufactured weapons were recovered at the scene. Cervantes and Taylor have been moved to a restricted housing area, and population movement has been limited. The investigation continues. We're going to head to the North Valley, where late last night in Merced, 21-year-old Damian Wayne Murphy was arrested without incident in the 3800 block of Washington Street in La Grande. Murphy was wanted for murder, attempted murder, and armed robbery. On October 27th, Merced PD received multiple calls about a shooting near Merced Avenue and Shirley Street in Merced. Officers responded to that area and were able to determine that the shooting occurred at a Halloween party in the 1600 block of Shirley Street. 17-year-old Renzo Ariellano was shot numerous times and died due to his injuries. On November 14th, Merced PD received a call from a man stating he was shot in the chest at a 7-Eleven located on Girard Avenue. The victim, a clerk, was transported to a regional trauma center. He did survive his major injuries. Detectives identified Damian Murphy as the suspected shooter in both cases. Officers learned of the whereabouts and quickly responded to an area with detectives yesterday. He was arrested and booked into the Merced County Jail. All new tonight, a car explosion left 2 people dead and closed the Niagara Falls Rainbow Bridge today. That is the border crossing between New York State and the U.S. and Canada.
And here we are. First time ever turning around on the border. It's kind of unsettling. I've never been anywhere where there's been a bomb threat before. How about you, Gil?
Never, ever, ever.
There is no indication that the explosion at the bridge was a terrorist attack. That's according to New York Governor Kathy Hochul. Videos reviewed by authorities show the vehicle entering the bridge on the U.S. side and then accelerating at a high speed. The explosion on the eve of the U.S. Thanksgiving holiday did lead to closures and delays on a very busy travel day. This all comes as AAA is projecting at 55.4 million travelers will head 50 miles or more from home over the Thanksgiving holiday travel period. This year's Thanksgiving forecast is an increase of 2.3% over last year and marks the third highest Thanksgiving forecast since AAA began tracking holiday travel in the year 2000. The top 2 years were 2005 and 2019, respectively. New tonight from the city of Visalia, travelers heading through the Riggin Avenue and American Street intersection will soon be guided by flaggers as crews begin work this coming Monday, November the 27th. Crews will be installing a sanitary sewer pipeline that will serve the future development of the northwest corner of Riggin and Plaza Drive in Visalia's growing industrial park. Access for businesses and emergency services will remain intact for the entire duration of the pipeline installation. Work is scheduled to be complete by Monday. Work is scheduled to be complete by Monday, December the 4th. California's total almond acreage dropped again in 2023. That's after it decreased in 2022 as well. New tonight, reporter Michael Wells from our partners at Stillwell News sheds more light.
The state of California's total almond acreage has dropped again. According to the Fresno County Farm Bureau, the decrease is close to 74,000 acres. This is the second year in a row that the number has dropped, and get this, the Golden State has not experienced the 2-year-in-a-row drop since at least 1995. The report by Land IQ was announced late Tuesday to the Almond Board of California. The total acreage impacted last year was just under 1.64 million, and compared to this year, we are now sitting at around 1.56 million acres. The report did note that despite bearing acres, orchards producing almonds and planted in 2020 or earlier, the number did increase slightly to 1.37 million acres. Compare that to 1.34 million acres at this time last year. But the amount of non-bearing acreage, new orchards planted in 2021, 2022, or this year, actually sank by close to 105,000 acres from 294,000 acres in 2022. For 2023, the number was right around 189,000 acres. According to Bakersfield.com, the latest data suggests growers and investors are noticing this change as well. Michael Wells, Stillwell News for MyTV53 News at 8.
Michael, thank you for that, and I hope you have a great holiday. Finally, in your first few minutes of nonstop news here at 8 o'clock, F-15C Eagles assigned to the 144th Fighter Wing in Fresno and the Air National Guard base here lined the taxiway after an elephant walk at Kadena Air Base in Japan. This happened yesterday. Officials say the exercise showcased the 18th Wing's collective readiness and ability to generate combat air power at a moment's notice to ensure regional stability throughout the Indo-Pacific. And that does it for your first few minutes of nonstop news at 8, but don't go anywhere. As always, we are just getting started. Still to come, this week's Visalia City Council meeting was eventful. We'll tell you why. Also ahead, the California High-Speed Rail Authority is honoring a disabled veteran-owned business enterprise. And with Thanksgiving tomorrow, Black Friday, of course, we'll have an update at your weather forecast. New, local, unique. This is MyTV53 News at 8. Don't go anywhere. We are back in a little over 2 minutes.
This is MyTV53 News. New, local, unique with Austin Reed. You're watching MyTV53 News at 8.
And welcome back to your news at 8. I'm Austin Reed. Thanks for staying with us. Developing from the city of Visalia tonight, this week's Visalia City Council meeting was eventful. First up, a presentation was made for the Solid Waste Environment Enhancement Program. Committed to enhancing public health, the council approved the authorization of the Solid Waste Environment Enhancement Program. A public hearing regarding Eastside Regional Park was also held. The council approved all necessary items to proceed with the development of the Eastside Regional Park project.
Request authorization from the City Council to enter into contract with JFS Enterprises, Inc. for $285,000 to remove permanent vegetation at the Eastside Regional Park. Accept grant funding from the Department of Water Resources in the amount of $313,500 and appropriate funds of $346,350 for the project. Councilmember Nelson, any comments?
No questions.
Councilmember Nguyen. Councilmember Soto.
No questions.
Vice Mayor.
No, thank you.
I have no questions either. This is a pulled item. Any public comment on this item?
But I would like to know if so I'm sure that elected officials, when you first are seated, you get Brown Act training. Oh, so I know when I was in Porterville, they certainly did that pretty promptly, and those were public meetings I attended. So I've been through that several times myself. I'm really surprised we're in disagreement about this.
And finally, a public hearing regarding the Visalia Public Cemetery District was also discussed. After thoroughly reviewing plans, council approved the request to change the zoning designation of 14 parcels totaling 3.17 acres. We are now digging deeper. For Veterans Day this year, the California High-Speed Rail Authority honored a disabled veteran-owned business enterprise helping to deliver high-speed rail. Bancroft Construction Enterprises began working in Construction Package 4, providing biological and cultural monitoring and pre-construction services, and has since expanded to providing services to Construction Packages 1, 2, and 3. Bancroft was founded by Navy veteran Ashley Driscoll in 2017. Here's more.
Workers scan the skies and the ground. They're looking for endangered and threatened birds and mammals that might be nesting or foraging near high-speed rail structures in the Central Valley.
And California High-Speed Rail was actually one of our first projects that we were awarded, and it's been a huge hit for us, so we're really excited to be here. How much of the alignment do you have to inspect on a daily basis?
Ashley Driscoll joined the High-Speed Rail project in 2018.
Do you go back within the same week? Or
a year after launching Bancroft Construction based out of Southern California. She had gotten an honorable discharge after graduating from the Naval Academy and spending more than 5 exciting years in the military.
I served as a surface warfare officer, so I was on a ship, the USS Thatch. We did counter-drug operations in South America, and then I was on an expeditionary strike group, and we did anti-piracy missions off the coast of Somalia and deployed to Bahrain.
She ran marathons and played other sports before earning a master's in sustainability. Even still, she faced obstacles.
For 2 years, I was trying to get work and interviewing and just couldn't land anything.
That was the catalyst for her business, which began with 3 employees. It didn't take long for the young mom to hire fellow veterans. When she joined High Speed Rail, she quickly picked up more work.
We do environmental compliance, so we're doing biological monitoring and stormwater and SWIP inspections. And then we also do a little bit of the construction side. We do hydroseeding and BMPs installation.
Certified as a disabled veteran business enterprise, Bancroft now employs nearly 50 workers and has 3 offices around California. Driscoll points out anyone who hires them can count on them because they're ready to serve.
That's why they signed up to be in the military and to serve their country. And so if you bring that service into what you're doing, you're going to serve your people, you're going to serve your clients, you're going to serve everybody around you.
And on this Veterans Day 2023, High Speed Rail wants to thank Driscoll and her employees for their work and their service.
MyTV53 News continues with the Valley's local forecast.
We've come to the time in the season when family and friends gather near to offer a prayer of thanksgiving for blessings we've known through the years, to join hands and thank the Creator now when Thanksgiving is due. And this year when I count my blessings, I'm thanking the Lord He made you. This year when I count my blessings, I'm thanking the Lord He made you. I'm grateful for the laughter of children,
Follow MyTV53 on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube right now for continuing coverage.
Thanks so much for staying with us. Israel and Hamas reached a deal for a 4-day pause in fighting and the release of hostages held in Gaza, but none will be freed before Friday. That's according to the Israel National Security Council. Previously, the expectation had been that the first release of at least 50 women and children would take place as early as Thursday. The pause in fighting was also delayed until Friday, an Israeli official told CNN. U.S. officials have been working on a list of 10 hostages they believe are likely to be released on day 1. We'll keep you posted. Closer to home, Sam Altman is returning as CEO of OpenAI just days after his ouster, capping frenzied discussions about the future of the startup at the center of an artificial intelligence boom. The return of Altman could potentially usher in a new era for the startup, which had long juggled concerns among staff about AI's dangers and its potential for commercialization. Matthew Karashut from France 24 USA has more.
It's been a whirlwind week at OpenAI, which created the popular chatbot ChatGPT. 5 days ago, the artificial intelligence company sacked their pioneering founder Sam Altman, who was quickly hired by Microsoft. Then, on Wednesday, OpenAI reversed course and welcomed Altman back as CEO. On Monday evening, nearly 700 of the California startup's 770 employees had threatened to resign if Altman did not return. The mutinying staff included OpenAI co-founder Ilya Sutskever, a board member who had been instrumental in Altman's ouster. The reasoning behind the dismissal remains murky, but people familiar with the company said Sutskever had been concerned with protecting the public from the potential harms of artificial intelligence. This clashed with the vision of Altman, who had been pushing to bring products to market more quickly and sell them for profit. Altman said Wednesday that he was happy to return to OpenAI and would work to strengthen its partnership with Microsoft. As part of the negotiations behind Altman's return, OpenAI will have a new board of directors.
That was Matthew Karashu with France 24 USA reporting. Coming up next at 8, the city of Bakersfield is promoting Small Business Saturday. Stay with us for that story. It's next in prime time. Finally, tonight, we're going to head to Kern County for our viewers watching on KNXT. Have you started your holiday shopping yet? If not, consider shopping local. This week, the Greater Bakersfield Chamber, along with the mayor of Bakersfield, kicked off this season's Shop Local, Shop Now campaign.
Today, I am thrilled to announce a collaborative effort in the form of our 2023 Small Business Saturday and Holiday campaign by the Greater Bakersfield Chamber.
Together, we are choosing to empower small businesses, foster a resilient economy, and ensure a prosperous future for Bakersfield.
I love Small Business Saturday. Coming up on Friday, we are going to promote Small Business Saturday in Fresno with Christine Matos, so stay with us for that. Let's get a final look at your forecast, your Turkey Day forecast. Temperatures looking good. No complaints weather-wise. Warm highs, sunshine, cool overnight lows. And this story will continue into the Thanksgiving weekend. Just a little bit of a cool down this Saturday and Sunday. All right, coming up tomorrow on MyTV53 News at 8, we're going to have a special edition for you with some pre-recorded interviews so I can take the day off and all of us can take the day off. So make sure you tune in if you'd like for that special edition. We'll be back with more local news, weather, and sports on Friday. For now, I'm Austin Reed, hoping your news is good news. Have a safe Thanksgiving, and we are thankful to you for watching TV53. Bye, everybody.